Hello again, deformed car lovers, and also F1 car fans. Maybe you like both. I do. Well, we'll see. Actually, I do have some F1 cars by Wanda Coffee, actually. Anyways, I found this locally. Seems to be a bunch of freebies that were put out by Circle K, which is a convenience store. Think like 7-Eleven, but I think it's maybe another competing Japanese one. Okay, I can't make out any of that other than the fact that this is a Williams F1 collection. And so you'll see it probably came on top of 2 cans of coffee. I just don't know what brand of coffee it would be. Let's open this up and find out. I cut it open. No, not this one. I cut one of these open, but I didn't actually open the piece of paper. I don't know if there is even a catalog in here. Let's find out. Actually, I'm going to need that knife. I don't think I cut most of this. Alright, so I don't even know what kind of beverage it came on, what they're promoting. You know, that's kind of weird that you would have a free promotional item and not actually tell you what the item you're trying to sell is. It's strange, right? Anyways, I have most of this except for the very first and the very last one. Those are the two I'm missing here. So if you want to pause, that's the whole collection. I'm sure you could buy these on eBay. You know, people in Japan are probably selling these on eBay. I do actually like that. That's a weird looking F1 car. Not only in the fact that it's cartoon, but just look at the front end of it. It's very strange. That looks like a normal cartoon F1 car, but if I find either of those, if I find those two locally, I will pick them up. How old is this toy? That's what I'm wondering now. 2009. So that's quite interesting because the Wanda ones were also from 2009, I think. You have to look up the review on that one. Alright, anyways. You know what? Let me pause. I'm sure these are all the same pieces of paper, so let me pause after I cut these open. Alright, well, I took them out of the packaging. I actually labeled them because there's no way I'm going to remember what these things are. So the first one, I'm doing in chronological order, by the way, is the Ford FW07B from 1980. It's got the screwed front, tab in the back, and then they also just say this Williams F1 team there, but they don't have a date of when the toy was made or what beverage they're trying to promote. Anywho, you got rubber tires because these are pullback toys. It has like a Chorokyu size motor in it. I'm pretty sure these are probably made by the factory that makes Chorokyus. I do like that the tires have Goodyear Eagle F1 printed on them, and the wheels are, they're blanked off because they're toys, but they're kind of cool because they have the 5 spokes at least. One thing I wish was better was the tires. I mean, they're so slab-sided, it's crazy, but I mean, it's a cartoon car, so maybe that makes it look even goofier. If you see here all the sponsorship, it's not a decal, it's actually paint. They're all tampo printed, and these are all real companies. You know, Saudi Air, Tag, Tag Heuer watches, I think. I don't know what that is, but I think these are all real companies. Leyland, British Leyland, they make vehicles. All right. So, just looking at all the details here. The cockpit is just blanked off, painted black. Same with the roll hoop. We got some sponsorship even up there. But there's nothing on the back, so that's too bad. All right, well, anyways, that's the first one. Second one is a Honda-powered FW11B from 1987. You'll see the tires are kind of white, but being rubber, you can just clean them off. All right, same molded wheels and tires, but these wheels are black, so that's a little bit different. It's got this Canon livery, and this is a totally different mold. It's got a bump up here. The wing is different as well. And it's just a whole different mold because it's a different year of F1, right? Interesting. So it's cool that they went through the trouble of molding all these different cars. This next one is a 1992 FW14B. Okay. Yeah, still this yellow, blue, and white livery seems to be the same sponsorship as well. Okay. Just plain back though. The back is plain. I think it's funny that they have the intake just printed on there. Okay. Black wheels on that one. No black wheels on this, but now it's got yellow printing, so that's cool that they went through the trouble of changing that. And then we got a pretty narrowed nose. Okay, a V-shaped bottom wing there. Interesting, interesting. All right, the last one here is the FW19 from 1997. All right. So it's definitely squatter looking. Okay. I don't know what this livery is. R dot question mark. Well, I don't know. I'm sure it's a real thing because everything else looks real. All these other sponsorship things look legit. So I don't really follow F1. So, well, that's an interesting collection as compared to a few other things. So the first deformed thing I compared to is this Chorokyu. This is a really old one. It's the Ferrari 312 T3 that ran in 1978. But when I say old, this Chorokyu was made between 1980 and 1984, I think. So this thing is decades old. I mean, it's older than probably most of you watching this channel. It's got Dunlop molded into the tires. Now I like these tires, right? They're rounded like all F1 tires. They're rounded, you know. They're balloons of rubber. So, but someone had to pay for this. Someone had to buy this originally, and then I had to buy it after the fact. Whereas these are free if you just buy 2 cans of coffee or 2 cans of soda. I don't know what they came on, but let's look at the old one because this is from what, 1980. Yeah, so I don't know which one's more realistic. I mean, they're deformed cars, but I have a feeling it's actually this one. Tires were pretty wide back in the F1 70s and 80s for F1, whereas these look actually quite narrow because I think these are just normal sized Chorokyu tires, which are really designed for like street cars and stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. But the Chorokyu is much longer as well, although more modern Chorokyus are not as long as this. All right, that's that one. And then this is the Wanda coffee. Doesn't say Wanda on it, but it's like a 15th anniversary collection for Ayrton Senna. And there's like 10 different castings from this collection, but it looks very similar. Like, look at the tab structure. The one screw in the front and the tab in the back. So I am positive. And look at the tires and wheels. They're like, are they identical? They're not actually identical. The spokes are a little bit thicker on this one, but they're so close. I mean, the tires definitely look the same. Very slab-sided. I will say the Eagle here looks more like what I envision the real Eagle logo to look like. But anyways, it's the same level of detail. Oh, no, I'm mistaken. This one, the Ayrton Senna collection actually has helmets. So that's an advantage there. These are, yeah, Wanda coffee. So if you buy Wanda coffee in Japan, 2 cans, you'd get one of these. I had to buy this, of course. So interesting that they would have so many different deformed F1 cars. And I guess I'm going to have to get the other ones. Let's let these guys go for a spin. Whoa, that's too fast. We don't want to go real F1 speeds here. Focus. I think I like the old school tag one, that Ford. I just like that old livery. I don't really watch F1 or follow it, so I just I think I actually built a model kit of that when I was a kid, like a Tamiya model kit, a realistic model kit, so that's why I like it. But I never really watched F1 with these cars or built any models or anything like that. All right, well, anyways, always fun to learn about the real world by collecting toys, and it's really funny that I collect deformed toys and I can actually learn about the real cars a little bit. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next deformed video review. Bye.